Hi guys, this is Minnie and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be talking about camera equipment. A lot of you guys have been asking me the same question about what camera equipment do I use, what stabilizer, etc. How do I start vlogging? And this video is going to explain everything from head to toe on what I use to get my vlogs together. So I mentioned a couple times on my vlogs in the past what camera equipment I use, but I know a lot of you guys don't have time to watch and everyday vlogs. It's like some days are fun, some days are boring, and a lot of time and effort takes into watching my vlogs and trying to catch the information that I give out. So when people ask me this question in the future, I'm going to just revert to this video so you guys get a better understanding of what equipment I use. First off, when I started vlogging, I used my phone. The great thing about your phone is that it's always with you, it's convenient, you can pull it out whenever you want to capture some moments. I vlog using the back side and also the front side. So whenever I need to film other people, I film this way to capture everyone else. But if I need to film like selfie mode, then I just turn it around and then I get the whole selfie mode, etc. I use a lot of selfie modes because a lot of times when I film, I don't get to see where I'm filming and the frame. So it's easier for me to film this way and capture everything that I want in this frame. Filming selfie mode is much easier, but the camera quality is not as high as the back. I feel like when I'm using this, it seems a lot smoother than using a camera. So I feel like there's some sort of like stabilizer already in here. I'm not sure, but when I use this phone, I feel like it's much more smooth than when I'm using a camera. I started using my phone, and even though it was a nice option to film and start off with, I decided to move on to a camera because I felt like I wanted more dimension, higher quality, just to document things. Because when I look back at my older films and maybe like from 20 years ago, way before I was doing vlogs on YouTube, I just felt like it was so blurry and it was very pixelated, and because I'm trying to like treasure and, you know, keep memories and create moments, I want all my moments to be in high quality. So when I look back, I can share with all my family and friends, my children down there. With that being said, I decided to get myself a awesome Sony RX100 camera. This one right here I'm holding is the version 5, but the one that I'm filming on right now is the version 6. The version 6 is the latest one, and I think both of them kind of run around like $1,000 to $1,200, something like that. But these two cameras are kind of basically almost the same. The only difference is that the camera that I'm filming on right now has a better audio quality and it has a better zoom, so you can zoom way closer. And I'm not using this one even though it's a very nice, expensive camera. Is because I broke it, you know? So therefore it is useless to me right now, and that's why I upgraded to the version 6, which I like better because audio quality is just that much better. By the way, on the phone, the audio quality is not as good. Like when I'm in a loud area and I'm filming, I just cannot catch my audio. It's very noisy and very distracting to listen to or focus if I was a viewer trying to listen and watch the vlog. That's a con with the phone. I mean, even though I feel like it's a good option to begin with, the audio sometimes when it's really windy, it's just I just can't deal. So that's why it's another reason to move on to this one. This one, even though there is a stabilizer inside, I don't think it has a smooth flow. When I'm using it without a stabilizer, it's very, very shaky and it just bothers me so much. That's why I decided to get myself a stabilizer, which is this one right here. So this stabilizer is the Zhiyun Crane M stabilizer. I used to use the Pilot Fly and it was much smaller, like probably from here, and much more convenient to carry around. But the reason why I decided to stick with the Zhiyun is because it's much smoother, the motor doesn't shake as much, and it just has a great flow. This one runs for $300, and I think the Pilot Fly runs for like 500 something. So even though it's more expensive, this one is a better option in terms of quality. It is much heavier than the Pilot Fly, but after a while of vlogging for a year or two, I got used to it, so it doesn't bother me as much. So you have to consider if you want to carry this around and people look at you all crazy and be like, this girl is carrying around some sort of weapon. But you just gotta get used to it. This is what the camera looks like on the Crane, and you can see it has a nice flow. You can move it around this way. It follows you every movement you do. And you know, at first when you're starting to use this, it's gonna be very like scary, but you'll get used to it for sure. On top of this, I do have an attachment, and it is the Manfrotto. This is a stand. This runs for about 30 bucks. You can get it on Amazon, on the internet, you can just search it, but it's an attachment, and the reason why I need this is because when I go onto my shows or anywhere by myself and I decide to film like a makeup tutorial, I just place it in front of me, and then I can just let go and just do whatever I want with my hands. So it's a hands-free kind of deal. And especially when I go on stage, I really don't want to ask other people to film for me because I'm just very nervous and I don't want to inconvenience them by saying, hey, can you film for me? I just kind of place this near the speakers, on the ground, wherever I can to get a good view, and then I just go perform and then come back and then pick it up once I'm done. So this is very convenient for handsless kind of filming, you know what I mean? There you have it. This is my whole setup. This is the Sony RX100 version number 6, and then we have the Zhiyun Crane M, and then we have the Manfrotto. This is the whole shebang right here, and I've been using this for about a year or two, something like that, and it's been very useful, very convenient, and I love the quality that comes out from this setup. If you guys feel like this setup is too expensive and you just want to start out, then you can always use the phone. The phone is just as good. It has a high quality camera, and you know what's most important is that you just vlog your journey and your moments. Everything is going to be missed if you don't capture the moments. Once you feel more comfortable and you want to graduate to this version, then you can do that later on, like years later on, and maybe by that time you'll have better camera equipment. But for now, I feel like if you just want to document your journey, the smartphone is the smart option. Because some people, they'll start vlogging and then they kind of like forget about it, and then it takes a while to get used to vlogging every single day. And so if you were to invest in something like this and not use it, it would be very wasteful. So just start off using your camera, get used to the motion, get used to how you feel about being in front of the camera, and from there you should really decide if you should go and do this option. For me, vlogging was more about documenting my life, creating memories and journeys, and also kind of helping me to speak in front of the camera better. And I feel like throughout the years, I slowly learned how to be comfortable in front of the camera and speak well in front of people, because I am like two personalities. I'm very shy in front of people, but I'm very loud in my own family, in my own inner circle, but I cannot bring this person out in public here. So therefore this is kind of like in a way to train me to be more comfortable in my own skin, in public, etc. It's very useful all around. Vlogging is something that very difficult to really get past, but once you get past it, it's so rewarding because you have not just the memories, but the experience, the lessons you learn from it, and in general, there's a win-win situation when you do this, okay? So it's not about the camera equipment, it's about you actually trying to do it. Capture the memories. Alright, so thanks for joining me today, and I hope you guys like this video. If you guys have any other questions, then you can ask me and I'll try to answer if I can. If I cannot, then you can always ask my gal, Google, okay? She has all the information on every single equipment I explained to you guys here. I hope you guys found this video useful, and I will catch you guys next time in my next video. Happy vlogging!